We inherited 4 vintage film cameras and just developed our first set of scans. Let's talk through the photos together! I loaded a cheap film I got off Taobao, the Lucky 200, and went ham with it. Not even sure if images will come out or whether there were leaks in the seals, etc. The scans ended up having a very red tint, but this was quite easily balanced out in Lightroom. One of my favorite pics from this roll is Yuhan playing this abandoned piano we found below at HDB. The depth of field on this is just insane. So the next roll of film that we developed is actually one that was found originally inside the Nikon F90X when Afi's father passed it to us. It is the Kodak Ektachrome 100 VS. I was not sure if there were even exposures inside originally, as the shutter count was about 8 when I first got the camera, and Yuhan had told me that they had randomly shot some stuff, while Afi's father was teaching him how to use the camera. Hence I decided to roll the film back and shoot from the start on my mini Pentax. So if there were exposures originally, it would just end up being a cool double exposure kind of shot. And turns out there were, and they were of the ocean. I don't know whether you can see these details of like the little fishes, the little corals. Oh, and I really regretted in that moment like taking double exposures. I should have just trusted that there were original photos inside. They were probably like 10 years old even. Last but not least, we have the scans from the Pentax 6-7. Aren't these scans just so freaking cool? None of them were shot by me, clearly. So this camera was actually one that we struggled with the most. My best friend Steph, who's also a diver, came over to my house to like kind of figure out this camera with me, and we played around with it so much. We played with the winder, how to open this, how to open that. At one point we took out the entire roll of film that was inside, and I thought it was done. I thought I had exposed the whole roll to light. We thought we shot a lot of things on this camera. We thought. I probably pressed this shutter like 10 times. And turns out none of them were captured. When we went to develop the film, the guy at Triple D also told us that this roll is really jammed, and even though we heard things like moving forward, I guess nothing actually moved forward. And I'm actually really glad, because if not, we wouldn't get these 5 photos of Taiwan. I sent them to Yuhan, and Yuhan immediately knew like where they were, thanks to this really prominent, obvious, unique looking rock. And yep, thanks for listening to me yap about these photos, and there will be so many more, and I can't wait to bring you guys along.